Hi everyone, I'm Tim.
And I'm Kat.
We haven't done one of these for absolutely ages. We used to do monthly, roughly, news roundups like a couple of years ago. And we just sort of stopped doing them because there were so many other videos to make that there wasn't really room in the schedule. So, however,
there's lots of news.
Well, there is lots of news, but also I needed something to fill a gap because I've been so terrible at putting out videos because I've been so busy doing...
Don't spoil the illusion.
Well, yeah, but you know, I have to...
It's how the sausage gets made.
Yeah. So basically, we've been super busy. We've both been really busy, and I've been working really hard on this tariff tool. If you haven't seen that, go check out the previous video. So I just haven't had time to make any videos really, and I needed one to fill a gap.
But also there was quite a lot to talk about, so I think it's not unreasonable.
And we'll explain. You know, there's a bunch of reasons why there's why we've been busy, and that's why we've not been putting out many videos. So probably we should start. Well, I've got a whole list of things that we need to talk about. We're going to try and go through them quickly. We never manage it, so bear with us. It's going to be long.
We should just get that out of the way at the start because we always think, we'll whip through it.
20 minutes.
Fine.
Yeah, don't look at the time. Don't look at the timestamps.
Yeah, don't judge us.
Right. So the first thing to do is a bit of an announcement. We're going to go to Everything Electric Farnborough. In what is it? A couple of weeks.
Yeah, 11th and 12th of October.
That sounds right.
I believe.
Yep.
It's a 2-day event. We will be there for both days.
Yeah. So we've not done that before. We've not been for sort of 2 days back to back. But we thought we'd go for both days so that we got plenty of time to mooch about and get everything done that we want to do.
Yeah. There's usually more to see in a whole day. We've usually travelled down, go around the show, travel home. It's a bit hectic, so we're going to sort of spread it out a little bit.
Exactly.
Try and make it a bit more relaxed.
And we thought that if people want to say hello, then if you happen to be there and you spot us, come and say hello. And that means that we've got plenty of time. We don't have to rush off or do anything. We've got plenty of time to chat to people.
So I believe there's quite a lot there. There's a lot of talks that we never really get to go and see.
We've not been seeing any of those.
Obviously, there's lots of stands. There's a potential for test drives. Not really looked at what's there that we might want to do. But I think it's going to be really nice to have the 2 days.
The Zap Heap challenge.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
So that should be fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll probably make some sort of video on that. We're looking forward to meeting up with some of our pals.
Yeah.
So who's going to be there? Andrew Till's going to be there, Mr. EV.
Andrew Till, Mr. EV.
Richard from Upside Down Fork should be there, hopefully, with his family maybe. We're not sure, potentially. And EV Man, Andy, he should be on...
he's working.
He's working. He should be on the GivEnergy stand, so we'll catch up with him as well.
Yeah, but I think he's going to be very busy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So.
Not sure anyone else that we know is going. Any other YouTube landers out there? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you're going.
And hopefully we'll bump into a bunch of people.
Yeah, so do say hello. It would be lovely to chat to some of you.
Looking forward to that. Hopefully the weather's decent enough. It's getting chilly out now, so jumpers weather. Right, so that's the announcement. Now we've got a little bit of news, and then we'll follow that up with some of the videos that I've got planned because there's a bunch.
Lots of good stuff coming up
in the works. Hopefully, anyway.
Lots.
Right. Well, okay. Let's start with. I was on Radio 4 the other day.
You was?
Yeah. So. What was it? You and Yours, this sort of magazine type program that goes out Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. I got an email from one of the producers asking if they could talk to me about our air-to-air system, our air conditioning.
Yes, they were doing a piece, weren't they, on air conditioning, on the rise of air conditioning because
it's been so hot this
hot
particular
weather.
summer. Last summer just gone. I was happy to talk about it, obviously. So I mean, it was only like a 5-minute interview that they cut down to about 2 minutes. So there's not a lot in there, but then...
But I think the whole interview around it was the whole piece, not just your interview, but where they sat that in the wider context of talking to a couple of other folks as well.
Yes.
Just that whole piece. I mean, the whole piece was probably...
10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes at the most, I think. But it was really good, actually.
Yeah, so they had a chap from Daikin and somebody else talking about all the different aspects. That was quite cool. They did say they were going to mention the channel, which they didn't.
They did not.
So upset about that. But,
that was a little bit of a shame, really, because
I thought I was going to get a massive influx of you and yours viewers subscribing,
Sadly.
but
sadly not. But obviously, you'll put the link for that.
I'll put the link to
in
that.
the description.
It's on BBC Sounds. I'll stick that down in the description if you're interested. A few of my regular viewers did listen, did hear at the time, and said that they heard us on the radio. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully it went down all right.
I thought it was very good.
Good, thank you. Right, other news. So I've released my Solar Tariff Optimiser tool. That's the thing.
It should have been the headliner, really. This is big news.
Well, yes.
I know. I mean, the you and yours might have been if they'd actually mentioned
That's
the channel.
True, I should have mentioned this first.
This is big.
So I've spent so long developing this. It's only version 1. There's plenty more, loads more I want to add to it to make it easier.
There is. I've seen the list of the things that he wants to add. No spoilers.
All of that stuff there. You know.
Spoilers.
I mean, you can't read my handwriting, so there's no way you'll be able to see.
That is actually true.
But anyway, so yeah, loads of things I need to add. That will happen over the course of many months, I imagine. I will gradually drip feed those in. If you want to get involved in, having your say on what you think should be included, I did also launch a Patreon as part of that, because I finally got something that's worth sharing on Patreon. Had a few people join already, so thank you very much if you've joined, and to all the people who have donated through the Buy Me a Coffee, very much appreciate that. Thank you very much for that. That helps to allow me to spend the time to continue the development of that tool. And I think it's a really good tool. I think it's really useful. Please go check it out.
Should we say very briefly what the tool is? Because I know you've talked about it before.
So
but it's...
for people who have solar and batteries, if you've got other green tech like heat pumps, EVs and such, then it can be very confusing as to which would be the best tariff for you given your particular suite of technologies. Because there's obviously so many different tariffs available: EV tariffs, heat pump tariffs, solar tariffs, other stuff like that. So it's just really confusing and not clear what the right answer is. And I thought, well, my day job is data analytics. I can do this stuff. I built a spreadsheet last year called the Tariff Rule of Thumb that you may have seen. So this is a development of that with a much more sophisticated set of calculations. So it's now a web app rather than a spreadsheet, which makes it much more accessible, hopefully a lot easier to use. And I'll continue to work on it to make it better and easier to use. I believe it's much more accurate than the previous rule of thumb. Certainly in the winter, that was one of the big limitations of the rule of thumb, that it didn't really handle the winter particularly well. This one, I think, works a lot better for that. So if you've got a heat pump, then it will, it's going to be a lot more accurate for you in the winter. And the idea is to give you a cost per month and optimize each month based on what the best tariff and the correct, the best strategy for operating your system should be to give you the best, the lowest cost or the highest earnings. And it will also tell you, if you want to just stick with one tariff for the whole year, what the best tariff is for that as a compromise, rather than switching every 6 months or whatever you might want to do if you wanted to fully optimize the system. So
it basically answers that really confusing, that absolute minefield of, I've got these things, what's the best tariff and what's the best way to run everything to take advantage of that tariff. So those two things, what tariff do I choose and what strategy do I use to get the most out of that? And those two things combined, it's very hard just to kind of get a sense of that without actually doing some numbers. And I think this aims to make that as easy as possible. And I mean, obviously I'm biased, but I think it's very professional looking, and I think it is going to be so helpful. You've already had a lot of people saying this is absolutely brilliant.
Very positive feedback so far.
Really
so
nice.
If you're at all interested, go and check it out. It's at timandcatsgreenwalk.co.uk, and there's the previous video that we put out a couple of weeks ago covers it as well. So and
you might talk more about that in the Patreon membership as well. You might talk a little bit more about how that's going. As I say, people will be able to have a bit of input on that.
Yes.
We might do more little videos.
So this is the other thing I was going to mention, that obviously we sat down here just talking about our news. One plan I do have for the Patreon is that we, when we get a few more people involved, we might start doing sort of live Q&As streamed on Patreon, so you can ask us questions about anything you like, really. And so if you're keen on asking us questions one-to-one, then go join the Patreon. It's only a couple of quid a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Be fun to have a few more of you on board.
Yeah.
Right. So that's that. What else have we got?
Car news.
Car news. Yeah. So
lack of car news actually is the news.
Probably the first thing to say, the Renault Zoe has been brilliant.
Yes.
Really enjoyed that. Great little car. We both enjoyed driving it.
I think we'll probably do a video at the point at which we switch. We'll sort of sum up, or at some point in the future, we'll sum up what we think is really good and bad about it. But there's not much bad. Let's be honest. There's a couple of things. Let's keep it short. We won't go.
Ideal.
Let's not dive into that one today. But
generally,
overall,
pretty glad we got the car.
Really nice. Yes.
Yeah,
but
using it a lot. But yeah, the reason we got the Zoe was as a stopgap until the other cars that we're interested in are available, and we're talking about, of course, the Cupra Raval, which we were hoping there would be some news about by now.
There was supposed to be an announcement in September, and
they've
today, the 27th.
They've sort of revealed it, but in the camo paint job, so you can't really see what it looks like.
And that's not all the final specs and everything else as well.
Yeah, so what we want to know is, firstly, what are all the specs? And we've had approximate specs, but nothing concrete.
We've had approximate price,
but nothing concrete.
Range.
Nothing concrete.
And all of that looks really good.
I mean, all on paper it looks
We keep
brilliant.
saying this is ticking the boxes on paper. We just need to know if it still ticks those boxes, and then we shout, take my money.
Yeah. So that's, so no news on that, which is annoying.
Still looks nice. The outline that they've now shown with the camo on still looks, it looks pretty
I doubt
good.
you'd be able to get the camo paint job though.
I don't know. No, I don't think we'll have it.
I'll stick a picture or something up on the thumbnail maybe.
Hopefully soon.
Yes. We'll let you know maybe if we hear anything. So the other thing that's been happening is loads of people near us in our neighbourhood here have been getting solar. Some of them have been using the Green Team One, who, if you've been watching my stats videos, you know that they were the ones who sponsored our inverter experiment. So if you want a solar install, go check those guys out. And if you mention me, then they give me a little bit of a kickback. So
which again helps support the channel and all the development that you're doing.
It doesn't change your quote at all, by the way. It doesn't increase your quote. It just means that they pass on some of their profit to me, which is that's how it works. That's how the sponsorship is. That's the agreement we've come to. We've had a couple of people locally. Some of my sister's friends have used them. My parents have had their install from Green Team One. My sister has had her install through Green Team One. So there'll be videos about all those things. I'll talk about those in a minute. But loads of people have been getting solar.
And it's been
nearby.
nice that a few people locally, some of our neighbours, have said, "Oh yes, we know they've either had some installs because we spotted them going up. We didn't actually know, and then the install. It's like, oh, hang on a minute, so and so's got it." Or other neighbours have talked to us and said they're getting quotes, including from Green Team One, but they're getting a range of quotes. And chatting to Tim about various aspects of that. So it's really nice that spreading the word, people seeing them popping up. The more pop up in an area, the more people want to get on board, because suddenly they might be the odd one out if they don't have it. So
and everyone knows that it's a good idea. So I mean, you watch this channel, you're on board already. So.
Yes.
I think that's all the news. Oh, did you want to talk about your toilet roll?
Oh, should I talk about my toilet roll?
Desperate to talk about this toilet roll.
I'm not desperate to talk about the toilet roll. The only reason was, I mean, I guess it was news.
It's news.
Is that we switched our toilet roll. So we've had for quite a number of years. We had Naked Sprout.
Couple of years?
Put it this way, we've been in this house for 4 years.
Yeah.
And I think we had it either about the time we moved in here or maybe even before.
You might be right.
So it's at least 4 years ago, I think, we switched from just your regular toilet roll from the supermarket, wanted to get either bamboo or recycled.
Yeah. You did loads of research.
I did a lot of research at the time. It suggested that bamboo was potentially better from a carbon footprint. Again, this was a while ago. Don't quote me on this. I don't know how it stacks up these days. But I went with
Long
bamboo.
Story short.
Went with bamboo toilet roll. We went with Naked Sprout because I liked that they had unbleached. So again, it's another processing and chemical step that you don't necessarily need. And it was fine.
It was fine, yeah.
It was fine. It did us well for a few years. We started to think, I'm not quite
changing
sure.
It a little bit.
They did. They went through lots of changes. It wasn't quite as nice to use, perhaps.
And they kept shortchanging us on rolls.
Yeah, we'd buy a big box and there'd be one missing.
Buy a box of 48 and
they did rectify that.
There was 47 in them. And that happened twice.
Well, and I contacted them and they refunded us. But then there was a whole thing about the source of the bamboo and was it really bamboo? And there's a whole thing which honestly, I don't know. I didn't form an opinion on that, but it was just...
We thought we'd try a different one anyway.
We thought we'd try a different one because we weren't sure about it anyway. So we thought we'd switch, and a few people that we knew had
Funky
tried.
Panda?
It's not Funky Panda. You keep confusing
me now. I don't know why I keep
now.
calling it. I always want to call it Funky Panda.
Cheeky Panda.
Cheeky Panda.
Cheeky Panda.
That's who we decided to go with.
Not Funky Panda. So we decided to go with them because...
They also do unbleached now.
Also unbleached.
And the big rolls. So...
And they're huge. These are...
they can see how big it is.
You see how big this is. Look, it's huge. There's loads.
Loads. And it's a lot nicer actually. It's
unbleached.
Softer.
It's nice and soft. It feels a lot more like conventional toilet roll.
This isn't a sponsored video.
No, it isn't a sponsored video. The sheets were quite small on the
They were fine.
On the Naked Sprout.
Yeah.
I want to do Naked Panda as well now, which
Panda.
is absolutely not the thing. I'm just smushing them together.
Yeah.
Anyway, much nicer. I like that I've still got unbleached, which, you know, I don't think everywhere is doing. It's still bamboo.
It comes off easier
I would
as
say
well.
they do... Oh, yes, it does. It definitely comes off the
first
roll
one,
easier.
when
That first bit...
the bit that's...
This
that bit there.
When you do this...
That was always a real pain on the...
Oh, now it's not going to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is exciting. There you go. Live demonstration of toilet roll.
Anyway, don't unroll it all.
I put that back down. I'm as bad as a little puppy. Toilet roll. Just to say, they do bamboo and they do recycled.
Yeah.
They actually do a choice.
They do bleached ones as well if
either,
you want.
And they do bleached ones. But if having a white toilet roll is important to you, I don't really care.
Doesn't really matter,
toilet
does
roll.
it? You're going to flush it down the loo. I mean, what?
Yeah, some people just really like the whites. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But I don't care. So unbleached.
Enough toilet roll news.
Is that enough toilet roll news? But no, it's not. Let us know what toilet roll you use. Okay, sorry. Carry on.
I'm going to get toilet roll comments now. Right, so the last thing we want to talk about in this video is all of the other videos that I've got planned, because I've been recording lots of stuff over the last several months since, goodness knows, like at the beginning of the summer, I've been recording stuff that hasn't gone out yet because of various reasons, mostly about different installs that have been happening. So I recorded some clips of my parents' install, which was...
So your parents have had solar and battery?
Solar and battery. And then my sister also got solar and battery.
Yep.
So I did some clips of that as well. So my plan is to go back and interview my parents and then interview my sister, ask them about the process, how they found it, how they found Green Team 1, how they found operating the system and things like that, and also in terms of the data and the tariffs they're on and things like that. This all sort of, I'll be doing also related to that, sort of case studies of my tariff optimization tool, because I use that to help them decide which tariff to get. So this is a useful case study to show how useful my tool is. And then, so my parents, my sister, and then Kat's parents have also...
Now, they've got two things going on.
It's all going on.
Well, one has actually just in the last week...
Yeah, so they've just had a heat pump installed.
We've been up there for a few days.
By a Heat Geek installer. Very exciting. So we were up there a couple of days this week.
Yeah.
That was all I was able to get off work to do some clips there. But I'll go back and I'll do a sort of a post-mortem as well of, the final... system.
But it's in and they are apparently warm. So I think
good.
So far the initial report is...
Yeah, obviously it's
a
big change for them. So we'll talk all about that.
That's quite a big internal disruption to do
so
that.
That might be a couple of videos. We'll see how that goes. There's quite a lot to talk about there. And in addition to that, they're also getting an extension to their solar system. So they had a feed-in tariff array way back in, 2011? Which has been really good for them, but they're getting an extension. So they're actually getting the old array removed and then a much bigger array with new panels added. But this is a really interesting case study of how an existing feed-in tariff array can be extended and still
it.
be eligible for the generation tariff.
Yeah.
They're going to replace their deemed export tariff, and we're going to go into all of that stuff as well.
So it is a really interesting one for anybody who is an early adopter and has that old array. Do you leave it, add more? Do you replace it?
So it's going to be super interesting. Subscribe if you're interested in any of that stuff.
That one's going to be really good. And then they're combining that with the heat pump. So they're all in with all of this pretty much. The only thing they don't have as yet is an EV.
Which
so
we're working on
that one.
But yeah, that's all happening in collaboration with Spirit Energy, who you may have heard of. We're going to do a series of videos, about the design process, the decision-making process, the install, and everything else. So look out for that. That's going to be a whole bunch of different videos. So that's it really.
So that's a lot in the works.
So yeah,
you're not going to be short of video ideas.
No, this is the problem. So I don't know when I'm going to have time to do all these. So yeah, lots of installation videos that aren't anything to do with our house. So that's good. That sort of broadens the.
But it's nice to see those different cases.
And then lots of case studies for the tariff optimization tool as well, because obviously Keith and Linda, they're going to need to optimize their tariff. So I'll do that as a case study as well.
Yeah.
It's all going on. And apologies for not putting out more videos, basically. They will...
No. You don't need to apologise for that. You do what you can, and the work you've been doing on this tool is going to help so many people.
In the long run, I think it's the best thing to spend that
really
time
is.
working on the tool. I think it will help more people in the long run. So share it with your friends if you think they might benefit from an improved tariff. Go check it out and join the Patreon.
Yeah, please do.
Because
then we get to do, if we get enough people, then we can come and do a live Q&A, so you can get more of this absolute nonsense, but live.
Utter chaos.
I'm not sure if that's going to encourage anyone, actually. But there we go. We'll see.
Yeah, so there we go. Did we keep it to 20 minutes? No. But never mind.
That's not much over.
22 minutes and counting.
That's not too bad. So can I talk more about the toilet roll then?
No. No. I'm going to push the button.
You're going to turn us off.
Right. Thanks very much for watching. We will catch you in future videos.
And we'll hope to see you potentially at
Farnborough.
Farnborough. If you're there, come and say hello.
Everything Electric South.
Yes.
Say
come
hi.
Say hi. Otherwise, we will see you again soon.
At some point. We might do another one of these. Who knows?
Maybe with the Reval announcements.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. That's the next one. That's the next time you see us.
Well, you might see me on other videos.
Well, that's true. But us together.
That's it. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Bye.